When you log on to your Google account, if you would go to, I call it the 9 squares, some people call it the waffle, and if you click on it and if you find maps, click on maps, it'll take you to a screen like this, but we want to customize our own map that we can save and maybe even turn in. So go over here to the 3 lines that say the menu and click it, and go down to the 3rd section. If you follow me, you can see I'm moving around, where it says your places, and it'll come up with this, and you need to have the students click maps and then go down and hit create map. Then it will give you a screen that looks like this. And let's say we want to have our students create a map of places they'd like to go. So I always encourage people to always put a title, Dream Vacations, whatever you want it to be called. Now, for the purposes of right now, we're not going to worry too much about this left-hand side over here. We're going to go ahead and get started. And let's say the first place I want to go to is I want to go to Stonehenge. And I can't spell. And, here we go, Stonehenge. And it will pop it right through here. And we can, if we're unsure if that's where it's at, we can zoom out and, yes, this is in England. And so I'm going to hit add to map. And it's going to put a little landmark locator right there. And it even tells us our latitude and longitude coordinates there. So if we look at these options, there's a couple of things. We can change the style, the color. There's even some icons in terms of if it was a restaurant or something, you could put it there. But, let's change one color. Let's just go to this one, and it'll change there. Then we look over here to the pin, the edit. So here we could have the kids, you could have them give a description about whatever you would want them to do. It could be like list some places or list some reasons. So, for example, just to show you, look, I was at Stonehenge. And, as I said earlier, I can't spell it. I can't type it. I can't spell. So we're going to save this, and it has it right here. Look, I was at Stonehenge. So it could even be something you could have your own questions typed in there that you could then share with the students later. Then it has a camera where it says you can add an image. So look, to prove that I was at Stonehenge, it has all these different options. Most of you with your kids, they're going to do the Google image search. But just to prove that I was at Stonehenge, I will put my picture in there. And I know I have it in a folder here, so just bear with me for a second. And so I hit save, and there's Mr. Ennis looking very distinguished at Stonehenge. Then we have directions to here. We'll come back and look at that. And then if we mess up, we can delete that. So, all right, I like that. So then my next vacation, I would like to go to Moscow, Russia. And so I'm going to go to Moscow. And there it goes. It puts me in Moscow. And yeah, this is it. So I'm going to add it to the map. I'm going to skip all this editing. And then I'm going to go over here and, I'd love to go to Bora and the French Polynesia down here. And we're going to click that. And you gotta add it to the map. So as we look at over here, we see Stonehenge, Moscow, and Bora Bora. And the place that I'd also like to visit my hometown, Ponca City, Oklahoma. And so it will put a little locator in the great metropolis of Ponca City, and we're going to add it to the map. Now, as we look at our places right here, let's preview it. So as we are looking at here, look, here's our spots for our dream vacations. And notice how my Stonehenge is in red, how I changed the color. So here it has, when the students send it to you, this is what it'll look like on your end. And so here's the places. And if you had your, click on it, there's my picture and there's my comments. I have to go back to the map. There's Moscow. Of course, notice I didn't type anything about Moscow, but there it is. And there's some images of Ponca City. You'll even have images that the kids can look at that are from Google Maps down at the bottom. So if you look at this and you say, oh, I want to add one more. Sometimes students get stuck right here. Well, they've got to go back to, they got to click edit. And then we see the back where we're at. Now here's one little thing you might want to do. If you want to put things in order, if you take a look right here, it has this paintbrush, roller brush, and it says individual styles. If you click it, and it has individual styles, and I want the sequence of numbers. So I want them to go in the order in which I put them there. So if we look, there's one in Stonehenge, and then, as it's 2's in Moscow. Now, here's another little tool. If you wanted to ask the kids, how many miles is it between Stonehenge and Moscow? Here's a tool that they could use. If you take your ruler, it says measure distance and area. If we click on London, and if we go this route, and if we hold it there, it's approximately here 1,600 miles from London to Moscow. You could have the kids figure out information like that. And double click to finish it. Now, if they're done, it automatically saves in their Google Drive. So to get it to you, here's what they need to do. Over here in the button where it says share, you click that. You can have them type in your address. Or if it's something where you're wanting them to post the assignment, if you click, let's get the link. So I want to copy the link. And notice it says the link is copied. But let's click this where it says change. Here's the link. We've already got it copied. And it has a couple of things here where it says anyone in this group with this link can view. So in my case, it's the school district that I can view the student's map. If you don't want that, you can just say anyone with the link, whatever fits your purposes. So when you're done, it has already saved this long link. When the students turn it into you, they can either email you that link or they can post the link in the assignment platform that you have established for them. And all you have to do is just tell them to turn it in as a link, and they'll turn that link in right there, and that's how you'll get it. So just kind of a quick thing for making your Google Maps customized. Now notice it says Dream Vacations 2020. So let's say you get out of this and the kids the next day, they get back on there. Notice right here, it's automatically in your Google Drive. So they just have to click on it and there it is. There's a couple of things later on with like layers that you can add to this. But for right now, that's how you can have the kids customize a Google map. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to add them in the comments section. Have a great day.